Saturday. This is Sherry from Style Tips with Sherry. Today, you are going to get to see the clothes that I picked out for a friend of mine on a trip when we were together when we went to Florida. I am so excited to share Susan with you. Susan is just an amazing woman. She's a mom of 7, a wife to 1, thank goodness, right? And she is an author, she's a speaker, she has an amazing podcast for moms, and she's just a really all-around amazing person. But Susan didn't know what to do when we walked into a store and how to pick out clothes. And you know what? I'll bet you she's like any number of you watching this. Like you walk into a store and it just feels overwhelming. And really, she wasn't planning on shopping when we went shopping last week, like really to find some things for herself, especially because the store claimed that it was a bathing suit store and summer resort kind of thing. But I'm telling you what, I can pretty much find something for somebody anywhere that we go. And all I need to do is put you in a dressing room and watch the delight happen. And so let's get to it. So I already described Susan. Susan, I'm going to tell you, is a full-figured woman, large bust, tall, and she gains weight in her belly area as well. All right. So in this photo that you're seeing of her in the yellow top, she had just gotten back from a mission trip, and I think she was in Ghana, and she looks great, right? But you can see her large bust there. And what she told me is she doesn't want to just walk into a room and they come in first. And so I wanted to help her to really get a look together that made her feel like her. I encouraged her that when she got back from our shopping, when she got back to Austin, Texas, to work on her signature style statement. And if you don't have one of those, you can go to my website, stylebycolor.com. Under free resources, you can grab one of those. It will really help you to figure out how you want to portray yourself to the world in your clothes. But when I texted her today, she hadn't done that yet, but I said, how do you feel in your clothes now? Give me some words. And here are the words she gave me. She said, effortless elegance, classic yet carefree and chic, slimming, sassy, fun, and fresh. So here are a few things that I learned while dressing her. Okay, so number 1, it seems that a lot of you tend to go for the lightweight leggings when you think about your bottoms, or you go for a pant that might be almost too big for you. I pulled one size for her and she was like, no, I'm not even gonna try these on because I go up a size. And I thought, no, when looking at your body, I really think this is your size, and they worked perfectly. And so instead of going for, so this is my tip number 1, instead of going for a flimsy fabric on the bottom, so whether it's a skirt, whether it's pants, whether it's jeans, I want you to have a fabric that has a little bit of texture to it. So go with something that has a little weight. And when I say texture, it doesn't have to be texture, it could, but go for a corduroy or a velvet or a denim. Don't go for the flimsy leggings that are just that lightweight fabric. Not going to work. The other thing, when you are built like Susan, and if you're watching this and you've got shoulders that are pretty, they're strong, they're not narrow, they're not flimsy. She's got a very strong frame. What I want you to do is make sure that you carry that down, and we're not going with the skinny jeans. All right, so what I want on her is, this is a slim pair of pants, but they're a straight leg. And so that's what my first tip is. And along with that, I want you to choose, if you gain weight in your belly, I want you to choose a flat front pant. It's going to keep the stomach tucked in, and especially one that has a little bit of a higher rise that comes up above your belly button so it can tuck in any extra fluff that's around the side, okay, or even in the front. So the next thing, get a coordinating top so we can dress you in that column effect. It works every time, you guys. I basically developed a uniform for Susan. And so if you look at this, you'll see that I actually got her two tops. You won't see the sleeveless top without a jacket, but just know that I got two tops. Here you're seeing one that has a, it crosses over in the front. It's a black top. It's nice long sleeve, kind of, she can push it up to 3/4. It's a beautiful neckline, V-neck. But what happens is when you have a large bust like that, like she does, you want to have something that when it crisscrosses in the middle, it gives a little bit of detail there. So the eye, because if you remember in that yellow, the eye could only really go to one of two places, right? Boom, boom, right there in the front. So it goes to the bust line. When you've got something that drapes on the front of a top, when you've got something that has a little bit of movement to it, your eyes don't get particularly stuck right in the middle. Now, I also put her in a color that is the same as the bottom. That's where the column of color effect comes in. Notice that on the top, when she had the yellow top and the blue skirt, there was a middle portion right there in the middle. So it cuts off at the waist. So your eye is going to always go to that brighter color, even though the skirt was amazingly bright, right? But because this was the more dominant part on her, the eyes went there. With a column of color, what happens is we've got the one color straight up and down where we've disguised the waist. We've got the pant that's up higher around the belly, and it tucks her in and gives her that automatic waist. And it then becomes the base for her new uniform. So her uniform is, let's go column of color, straight up and down. It could be navy, it could be brown, it could be cream. That's okay too, as long as the colors are the same top to bottom. Okay, number two. Well, that was number two. So that was my column dressing. Number three, you're going to add an outer layer that has structure. No more of these flimsy fabrics. So I said a flimsy fabric, lightweight fabric on the legging or the bottom, but also no more for your outer pieces. I really want you to think a little better quality. No more like buying off of, Amazon with the little flimsy little, or you go into the, a store and you find something for $20, not going to work for you. And I say that because those of you who watch this channel are those of a certain age. We're probably mostly over 50. I know there's some of you who are less than that. And this is a good lesson for you as well. But when you up level the quality of your outer piece and get something that has a little structure, it elevates your look. Remember the word she used? Effortless elegance, classic yet carefree and chic. That's going to happen when you up level your quality. All right, so what I'm showing you here is you're seeing her in my leather vest. We got back to the condo and I started putting some of my layering pieces on her. And by the way, I did only do carry-on for this trip, so yes, indeed. So see her in my leather vest there. See her in my leather blazer. I put that on her. And then the swing style jacket that we got for her looked amazing, whether it was zipped up all the way or whether it's open. I think in this photo here, we're showing it with it open. All right, so get something with a little structure, a little meat to it, a little oomph, nothing flimsy. No flimsy sweaters, no flimsy layering pieces, no flimsy capes. Everything has to have a little oomph to it. All right, number 4, dress the center of your body. What do I mean by that? I want the attention to come in and focus on your beautiful face. Look at Susan in this picture. So in a couple of photos I'm showing you. Always, always, ladies, add a necklace. And if you feel like it, add a secondary scarf. Look at how beautiful just that short little scarf is near her face. And that necklace that we got that's in this picture, we call it the magic necklace because it really worked with every single thing that we bought her. And that's the goal. That is the goal. If we can get you a couple of different accessories, I'm going to talk, that's one of my other points here. If we can get you a couple of different accessories that work with your outfits, you change things up all the time. But if you want to dress this area, we're dressing the center of the body, try two things, not just one, try two. It could be a choker and a long necklace. It could be a choker and a long scarf. It could be a short scarf and a long necklace. All right, showing you a couple of different photos here just so you can see what we've done. And doesn't she look incredible? Absolutely incredible. Okay, number 5 is have at least 2 to 3 necklaces and or scarves for each outfit. It changes it up. And in most of these outfits, we use the same color. I think we use the same pair of shoes the whole time, and they just looked elegant. And that's another thing. Get a nice pair of shoes that are the color of your hair, and maybe even the color of your column, so it creates that nice long lean line. Remember, one of her words, what did I ask her? How do you feel? She said slimming. Well, that's because we brought the color all the way down. Okay, number 6. Carry a bag that you love. This is so fun because this bag right here in this picture, or this short video, we got at Ross because she bought so many things, she had to figure out a way to get it home. And it turns out that it actually worked great as a purse. And so have fun, get a purse that you love. I always say, when in doubt, match your hair. But if you want something that's fun, a brighter color, a pop of color, something that, a pattern, go for it. Just have fun with your accessories. And I think that shows in this. She's actually wearing my cape in that picture. All right, number 7. Make sure you're happy in your clothes. Look at her doing the dance. I mean, we asked her, like, how do you feel? And she was literally doing like this little happy dance. She had my sling bag on. When she got back home, she said, I'm finding a sling bag now. I was just showing her how that works, how you can put that over. Sling bags are super popular this season because what they do is you can shop with them easy. They're right here. They're great for travel, and you have hands free. And so I love that, but I had to show you the happy dancing Susan. And then in this last photo, number 8, when it comes to tops, and I know you guys are going to love, love, love this top. And we got it, Mau Moo, something like that. I forgot to write it down. I have it on my phone here. I'm videoing from this, but we'll put it down below, or I can put it in the comments or something. But structure and beauty for your tops if you are not wearing a layering piece. Structure and beauty. What do I mean by that? Something that has a little bit of weight to it, something that has some texture, something that if you want it, it's an outstanding piece. But look, what I want you to show you on this is how it is at her fingertips. Look how great the proportion is on this. You guys, we have not changed her pants at all. At all. Every jacket she had on, we hadn't changed her top either. I mean, it was one of 2 of the black tops. I think we had the sleeveless on most of the time, but that would do, right? But it's such beauty when the proportion is correct. And I mean, she loves it. We've got a little video of her here doing this. And then the other top that we have for her is a patterned top. And when you are large busted, if you're not going to go for a darker top that maybe falls a little bit away from the body, then you want one that has pattern in it, because pattern does 2 things. It actually minimizes and it maximizes. So if you are a smaller busted gal and you put on a solid top, the eye has 2 places to go, right? Boom, boom. If you put a pattern on, it minimizes that. Same is true if you're large bust. If you're large bust, solid top, eye has, especially a lighter color top, your eye has 2 places to go, right? But if it's pattern, it dances. It doesn't just go to the bust line. But look at what we've done, added the necklace, looking spectacular. Again, it's right at her fingertips. It's a little off angle. It's angled the bottom, but at the one point, it is right at her fingertips. So I just love that we made Susan so happy, and she really does feel like $1 million. And I asked her, what is it? And she said, I can look at my closet now and I love what I see. And that's what I want for you. And Closet Outfit Planner, Winter Planner comes out in 2 weeks, I guess, December 8th. I hope you'll join us for the kickoff of that. If you're not part of the Style by Color Facebook page, go ahead and do that. Make sure you join over there. But I hope you enjoyed meeting Susan. I hope you enjoyed seeing her and watching how I go about dressing a person from the inside out and really seeing what it takes to do that. You can do it too. Thanks, you guys. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Until next time, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.